Can eat and tell us a story.
Do you know about the Rockefeller man?
I still think this is the person I'm thinking of in my head.
What happened to the person you're thinking of?
I don't know, but it was something scandalous.
It's not a scandal to be eaten by cannibals,
That's
Karen.
quite scandalous.
Not really. Anyway.
Excuse me.
So he goes over there, super into it. He's like, man, I like this so much better. You just like Uber. You just like Uber cocktail.
I forgot those were right.
I did too. Anyway, he was like super into it, but you know, he's got rich papa back home, so he goes back. But he's like, no, trust me, guys, I'll be back
To Papua New Guinea.
to
Or
Dutch
New
New
Guinea.
And so
Is that where guinea pigs come from?
Oh.
yeah, so anyway, these native people, they thought that white people were spirits.
Because we're so white?
Yeah, and so what happened was like two of the tribes were fighting, and then the Dutch were like, "Well, we own the land, kind of,
Because,
because
colonialism.
imperialism." So they just went in there and started shooting both sides and yelling at them, and both sides were like, "I don't know what they're saying, but how about we team up for once?" And they still lost because guns, and so they were like, "Dang, those spirits suck."
Okay.
So when Rockefeller man went back, their boat crashed, so they were stuck on their boat. And after like
Rockefeller's boat crashed.
Rockefeller's boat crashed, and
Okay.
after like 12 hours, he tied some jugs to his jugs, and then swam 12 miles to shore.
He invented the first water wings?
No, I'm sure they were before. He tied some jugs to his hips, and his last known words were,
He invented the first
"I'm
life
pretty
preserver."
sure I can make it." That's the last thing.
And they never saw him again?
Never.
So how do you know that eaten by cannibals?
Because I'm getting there, Karen. Okay, to be fair, past that whole "I'm pretty sure I can get there," it's like all hearsay. But here I say, it's funny. So, his last known words are, "I think I can make it." And fun fact, like 12 hours after he swam out, 12 miles to shore,
That's a lot of flow.
they got saved, but he was gone because he was pretty sure he could make it, you know? And then they start this whole search, and then this huge search happens. They cannot find him, and then they give up. And then this is where all the hearsay starts. So the Rockefellers are like, I think he's not dead, I want to know. They post bail in the news.
You mean a reward?
They post a reward, and they're like, "Oi, $250,000 to anybody who can find me my dead son." That's a lot of money
Yeah.
back in the day.
It's still a lot of money.
But the Rockefellers are rich.
Mm-hmm.
So later, this is why, to me, sure, he's dead, probably, definitely.
It's a piranha.
But it's also really funny because the story goes, this one guy, he sets out to like find out what happened. I think like 50 years later.
I think he's dead by then.
You haven't heard the big Michael theory.
Oh, okay.
That's a whole different thing.
Like Bigfoot? Big Michael?
No, more like Big Pharma, I think. But Big Michael.
Okay.
I'll get there. His name was Michael Rockefeller.
Yeah, got that.
So this guy, he goes there. Literally, story goes, 2 minutes on shore, the translator overhears somebody talking to the rest of the crowd, being like, "All right, don't tell the white spirits about that white guy we killed."
Wow.
Because when the search party came, everybody thought that it was the white spirits punishing them for killing the other white spirit. Also, when they left, they brought like cholera. So they were like, "Oh, they've plagued us because we killed that guy."
Oh my gosh.
And so, yeah, the guy who goes there to find out what happened to him, 2 minutes in, his interpreter goes, hey, they just talked about not talking about that guy.
So, but this is 50 years later?
This is 50 years later. And they meet with this tribe leader who's...
Baby, don't.
He's wearing the
egg
glasses
marker for their coat.
of Rockefeller man.
He's wearing the what of the Rockefeller?
He's wearing the glasses.
Oh, gosh.
And they go, hey, do you know Michael Rockefeller? And the guy goes, no. And they're like, never seen him? No.
Maybe he hasn't. Maybe
And
he's
they're
only
like,
seen his
I
skeleton.
see you got spectacles. And he's like, yeah. Where'd you get him?
Not the dead
Found
guy
him.
over there.
And
Where
then
they washed up on shore.
yeah, and then there's later there's like this whole like the translator also heard like a group of people talking like around a fire to like kids, and they're like, all right guys, can't let the white ghosts know about the other white ghosts that we killed, because then they'll bring disease and big metal things that go boom. So hush. Meanwhile, the guy's like, hot goss, juicy. Now,
Hot goss.
Is that to be not
That
to be
sounds
confused
sus.
with Ryan Goss, super
Ryan
hot
Goss?
as well? He's a
It's a
super
different
hot
type of
Goss.
hot goss.
anyway, I will now inform you of my preferred version of the story.
Okay.
So basically, he's dead, like 100%.
In all of the stories, he's dead.
Well, by now.
Well,
But at the time,
Hold up.
There was-
No. Not
At
in
the
all the
time-
stories. There was that one about the aliens that took him up.
Oh my
He's
God.
still alive now.
at the time,
He's with Walt Disney and
at
Hydro
the time,
And
in
Elvis.
Big Michael.
Frozen.
There's a theory about Big Michael, the Big Michael theory,
Like Michael Jackson?
and there was a guy who's filming
Michael
like
Jordan?
the 50 years later thing. There was a guy filming
Okay.
a documentary.
okay.
And so he scrubbed through hours and hours and hours of footage of these tribes
From where?
from the search.
From the iPhones, duh.
From
You
like
said this has happened in the 1800s,
Okay,
Tyler? I
1900s.
really think you need to get
I
the
don't know how
timeline.
time works. I don't it's like geography but like a separate layer. It's even worse. Anyway, so this guy he
We
scrubbed
can
through,
all
like,
agree that they had iPhones.
no.
Oh.
No, because when they were recording that guy talking about how we can't talk about we killed the white man,
Yeah.
he had to like bust out his whole rig, his whole camera rig, and then go
Okay. Again, still in the 1900s.
whatever. This guy, he's scrubbing through hours of footage, and he's like, I'm gonna get some B-roll. That's what he was looking for, and in
Definitely the 1800s.
like a second of footage, he sees like a bunch of like they're all very dark skinned. They see a bunch of these dark dudes,
So he doesn't see anything because
and
there's
then
no
just
aperture.
one pale guy who kind of maybe looks like Michael Rockefeller. So the theory goes, Michael Rockefeller gets over to the island and he's like, "What's up? I don't much like it over there. Let's fake my death and let my parents think I'm dead in a gruesome
Shipwreck?
cannibalism wreck." And then all of his cannibal homies were like, nice.
Because he speaks their language, of course.
Yeah, I think he probably learned it or something. Listen, potholes are a big yes, please. You know? They're not a big no-no. They're a big yes. And so then Big Michael theory is that like when all those people went to go
Find
you
him
know,
50
find
years
him
later?
50 years later, he was like hiding like behind a wall, and it was the plot of the whole village to just
Act
happen to
like-
let the other people overhear them talking about his
Oh
death.
my gosh. Where do you hear this stuff?
We're all
If you say TikTok,
From
I will
Big
smack
Michael.
you. Where do you hear
You
these
can't.
stories?
Yeah, I have wit proof.
You have wit proof?
I have wit proof. I heard it on TikTok. Ow! Ow! I didn't hear it on TikTok. I heard it on
Then
YouTube.
take it back.
There's
Like
a guy-
YouTube's any better.
It is so much better.
It is better than
The
TikTok.
video was 40 minutes long, not
Hold on.
Holy cow.
Was it YouTube Shorts?
no,
You said it was 40 minutes long.
40 minutes long. I watch a lot of documentary stuff on weird things.
When you were supposed to be doing your driver's training.
I know physics, vaguely. Actually,
still
I
have
thought
to
you're gonna
take
finish
class.
that during your whole winter break.
I haven't taken a science class in like 2 years.
Hey now.
This is my science class. That hurt,
I
Ken.
thought you're gonna finish it during your winter
Because I've
break.
been working out.
No, it's because you're mean. It's powered by mean.
I'm your evil stepmother.
Yeah, bully.